Okay, you guys. Well, I am so grateful that all of you have hopped on. As you know, Brigitte is a dear friend of mine. We met about, I think, 6 or 7 years ago through BNI when I actually had my nutrition practice. But she is not only just so fun, she loves people and has an incredible background in network marketing. So she's been a top earner in multiple companies, and she's not hireable or not recruitable. She's definitely hireable. She's not recruitable to be a part of Isogenics. And she knows that we are not necessarily interested in her company, but we all love network marketing. We all have to learn the same skills. And she's so good at that. And I think just building belief in people and having fun with it, and is so relatable and just comes from years and years and years of experience. So with no further ado, I'm going to mute and let Brigitte take the call away. And you guys, if it's possible, I'd love for you to turn your videos on so we can see. And Brigitte, you too. You're actually grayed out. And I'm going to mute and let her take it away.
Here we go. Because I actually did my hair. It might not, I have such thin hair. Might not look like it, but I did it. Are we ready?
Yeah, I muted just so that there's not a feedback or echo, but it's all you.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, first of all, hi everybody, Brigitte Ades, and I see a couple of names up there that I'm familiar with. What I would love to do before we get started is if there's anybody that was on the past 2 calls this month, I would love for you to share with everybody else, what did you learn? Because what you learn is also what other people can attract and learn from. So Jen, I know you're on there, Jen and Adam. Is there anybody else that's been on the calls? Sherry, I think you were on a couple of calls, weren't you? So if there's anybody that wants to unmute themselves, hi. I knew you were. Hi, Sherry. So yeah, Sherry, please unmute yourself. And if you would like to share what you learned, that would be awesome.
I just sat down. Being on put on the spot. Oh, can you come back to me?
I know that was more than. That's why I tell my husband, please don't ask me about yesterday. I'm trying to remember today. But think back. Just try.
Think back. It was all great. I can't. What was the main thing? I hate this.
Well, I know that you made a couple of phone calls and you were a lot more comfortable with that, overcoming the objections. That's what I have in my notes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I didn't take anything personally.
Right, that's it.
And the follow-up questions. I learned questions to ask to help them. How can I phrase this? I learned what questions to ask to help them overcome their objectives. To phrase it differently.
Yeah.
And to dig a little deeper into why they might have been a little hesitant.
Right. Yeah. Well, good. That's awesome. And if you think of something and you get yourself together, because I know I caught you off spot, and I'm sorry for that. I'm good. I'm known for that. So be ready. If we work, you have to be ready for me. All right. There's that cute little blonde up there, Paige. Did you have anything you wanted to say?
I missed the question.
Were you on any of our calls?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I just want to make sure I wasn't rude. Is there anybody else?
Yeah, Brigitte, I'll share.
Hi, Jen.
Yeah, hi. So I love that when you told us to take the posture of that we're interviewing people and we're not recruiting. We're interviewing you for our business. And, what can you also bring to the team that we can also partner and, kind of work together. I just absolutely love that we're not just accepting anyone with a heartbeat and we're interviewing. That was really great.
How's it been going, Jen? Have you been interviewing anybody?
Yeah, yes, it's been really helping. So yeah.
Awesome. And do you see that their posture is different too?
Yeah, I definitely would say people take you more seriously when you say things like that. That it's not just a one-way street. So absolutely love it. And then just that you told us that we're assisting people. I love that also. That makes them feel empowered. We're not helping them. We're assisting them.
You're assisting them. Yeah, because helping is such a defensive word, isn't it? It's just, yeah. So, well, good, Jen. I'm so glad. And is Adam working tonight? He
Night
is.
shifts, yep.
Well, I'd like to know how you keep your house so clean with kids. I'd like to know how you do that. Is there anybody else that would like to share anything?
Hey, Bridget, if it's okay too. Oh, it actually looks like she froze. That looks like it's on my end.
Action. There's 3 that we're going to focus on tonight. Take action. What do I mean by that? Take action to know your products. Take action to know exactly what your goals are for the day. Take action to set yourself up for success. That means time management. I've already talked to Lauren a little bit about that. So if it's time management, is it a goal for the week, a goal for the day, a goal for the month, a goal for the hour? Basically, strategic influences is you saying, I'm turning off my phones, I'm focusing on nothing else but my project in hand. That's number 1. Number 2, understanding people. This is where I'm going to spend a little bit more time than the other one. And the 3rd one is know when to walk away. And the 4th and the 5th is master money and master time objections. I believe if you can master money objections and time objections, there is nothing that can stop you but yourself. So take action. Number 1, setting yourself goals. You guys have heard this. I almost wish there was another word other than goals. So let's call it dreams. Set your dreams. Are your dreams and your goals going to be for the month? What are they going to be for the month? Break them down to the week, break them down to the day, and then break them down to the hour. So for example, today, I don't like power hours. I'm not insulting any uplines or anything. For me, they don't work. I have to have a number of calls I want to do, because otherwise I sit there and if I'm not done in an hour, or if I'm not done in an hour, I'm feeling like I failed, or if I've done too fast in an hour, it's my own issue. It's nobody else's. But I know I needed to make 10 calls today specifically. So my influences were today, let me tell you what some of my negative influences were. My dog wanted full attention. My husband came in my office and asked me what I was doing. And just anything you can imagine. And then I got a phone call, and it just total interruptions because I was on the phone. So I answered the phone, and it was just ridiculous. I knew I shouldn't have. And so actually I didn't get 10 calls done today. I got 4. So I'm even feeling like, oh man, I didn't accomplish crap today. But I realized, you know what, that's okay. I bank my time. I'm going to take it and put it on to tomorrow. So tomorrow, instead of the 6 calls I'm going to have, I'm going to now have 10. I just have to pay it back somehow. So that's a take action kind of guideline I want to set for you guys for strategic, influences, is setting it aside and taking the time to do it. All right, understanding people. This is something I'm very passionate about. I teach gratitude for a living. That's my main focus. And believe it or not, I do have to teach adults please and thank you. And it's interesting, but I make money on teaching adults please and thank you. So it is just what it is, right? And sometimes we forget. Here's something we do forget. One of the top failures in network marketing, the number 1, is lack of follow through, lack of follow up, and checking in. Man, it seems like we get people started and then we forget about them because we're looking for our next person. So I want to teach you a little bit about the Breakfast of Champions. This is a really good practice. It's a practice I've been doing now. I'm on my 13th year of Breakfast of Champions. And this is what my day looks like in the morning, first thing when I get up. How do you start your day? I ask myself, how am I doing today? And I do a little yoga, I do a little meditation, do whatever it is I need to do. And then I ask myself, do I have an abundance mentality or a lack of consciousness? What I call a lack of consciousness, folks, is when I just really don't want to face the items on my list of things to do. I have to ask myself why and what's keeping me from it. And normally it's fear of failure, fear of being told no, all the fears each and every one of you on this call also feel. And I have to tell myself, wait a minute, Brigitte, you're well equipped. Stop it. You're serving others. You're just seeing what you can do to assist them. That's it. Stop worrying about the results. So I even deal with that. Do the activity, let the results happen. You're not responsible for the results. You truly aren't. Then my next question is, one of the secrets to success is to have a grateful heart. Am I waking up with a grateful heart, or am I having the worry overshadow that? So how do you get a grateful heart? By sending out a card every day, or sending a text to somebody just saying, I'm thinking of you. The other day I got a text from Lauren. She said sweet words, and that just meant the world to me. So just what are you doing to have a grateful heart? Do you need to text somebody? Do you need to send a greeting card to somebody? Or do you need to buy flowers for somebody? What is it you could do first thing in the morning to give yourself a grateful heart? And the way to give yourself a grateful heart is by giving something away. And that could be a minute of your time. It could be when you're at the grocery store opening the door for somebody without any return thank yous, whatever it is that you can do. And then make a list of some of the things you currently have that you're grateful for. So if you have a gratitude journal, that's awesome. And you could even write, there are some mornings, you guys are going to laugh at this, I'm just grateful I woke up. I mean, there are mornings that I just had so much pressure the night before, whatever the situation is. So Breakfast of Champions, start your day. How do you start your day? Do you have an abundance mentality or a lack of consciousness? One of the secrets to success is a grateful heart. What can you do to send a card or send a text first thing in the morning? Even after you go to the bathroom, go right back to your phone, whatever it is you do, and just send a text of something to one of your teammates, to a family member, to your mom, to your dad, your spouse, whatever it is that you have. And then make a list of the couple of things that you're grateful for. That's the Breakfast of Champions. There's no way to have a bad day if you have a good attitude. There isn't. There is no way to have a bad day if you have a good attitude. So I'm going to give each of you a little assignment. If you're married, or you have a roommate, or you have a good friend, get a yellow sticky pad. And if you're married, this is really fun to do. And Jen, since Adam's not on, you can do this. But put a little note in somebody's gas tank. You know when you open up the gas tank and they go to put the tank in there and fill it, the hose? Right in there, just write, I love you, have a great day. If you're able to do that, I'm telling you, I do that to my husband. He said, every time you do that, it just makes my day, sweetie. So you could do that, or you could just
Brigitte, can I tell you a funny story, just because you said that to Jen and Adam?
Oh,
They
yeah.
live in New Jersey, and they can't pump their own gas there.
Oh, what?
They have to have. So now, Jen would be totally in love with the gas attendant.
Oh, God. That is, I never knew that.
They would think she was flirting.
So why can't they do their own gas?
Do you know, Jen?
I
don't know why.
They don't want us to get dirty or anything.
Probably not.
I probably break a nail, something.
Well, I got to be honest with you. The thing I hate the most is getting gas. Okay, so Jen, just surprise your honey if he takes a gym bag to work or anything like that. So just do something for somebody that you love. Sometimes we forget about those people, and they're the ones that really matter the most, right? People that put up with us every day, if you will. So having the Breakfast of Champions, having a great heart, that's really important. Now, knowing when to walk away. Yeah, this is one. Okay, I'm not the master of it yet, but I'm darn good at it. I haven't mastered it. What do I mean by that? Okay, all of you, me included, have a list of people we have two lists, chicken lists, or people that we're hoping and praying and maybe someday they'll change their mind because we know they should be doing this. We know they should. Walk away. If you've already done your process by talking with them, educating them on your product, being there to serve them, if they aren't ready, willing, or able, walk away. But make sure that you just keep in touch with them genuinely. Don't be disingenuous in this. There's a book that I helped a friend write, and it is a very good book. And one of the chapters is called Chocolate Frosted Dog Crap. Yes, of course, a book that with my friends and I would write, we would be ridiculously silly. And they really wrote it. I was just more of a advisor to it. So I've got to tell you, what do I mean by chocolate frosted dog crap? And seriously, that is a chapter. Have you ever received, I want you guys to think back, have you ever received a birthday card, let's just say from a realtor? If there's a realtor on this call, please don't take this personally, but you get a birthday card from a realtor and their business card drops out. And at the very bottom of your birthday card, it says, the best compliment in the world is a referral. I ask myself, okay, wait a minute. Was this truly a birthday card? Or was this a promotional item that included my birthday for me to refer you? That's chocolate frosted dog crap, because that's not genuine. And so when we, as network marketers, call our prospects, where are we calling from? Are we calling from a genuine place or a disingenuine place? Please don't mix those two up. So on that list of people I say to walk away as far as your business opportunity, but stay in touch with them and celebrate life. Lauren is very good at this. You know, Lauren will see things happening with people in their life and she'll make comments on Facebook about it. And that's what you do, life with those people. If somebody's lost their dog, send them an I'm so sorry you lost your dog card. They get a new puppy. Congratulations on their new puppy. If they moved, congratulations on your move. I'd love your new address so I could send you something. Just be genuine with those people, but learn to walk away, because how many of you have sat or laid in bed at night and wondered about so-and-so, are they going to do it? Or wondered about so-and-so, are they going to do it? That is the kiss of death in network marketing. So I'm just encouraging you to please walk away from that, because you don't want to squash your desire and love for what you do, waiting for those that really aren't going to do anything now. When I look at a no, I say it's no, not now. And we talked about this the last session, or it might have been the one before, where I asked somebody, do I have your permission to check in with you? Just to check in with you, A, on a personal basis, or B, check in and see if you changed your mind about Isogenics. And just be honest, be forward. Don't be afraid to be who you are, but don't be aggressive. Realize that person's kind of told you no, but if you like that person and you would love them one day to be in your life a little bit more, or possibly in Isogenics, don't forget about them, because they might not be ready for it now. So just remember, no does not mean no forever. It could be no, not now, but just remember to walk away in your mind and your heart and realize, okay, so this chapter is closed for Isogenics, but I like this person, I'm still going to celebrate life with them. So when you have no's, make sure you become friends with them on Facebook and just do life with them. Just like I said, find out when their birthdays are, send them birthday cards, celebrate life. If you know that they've got a new job or if they've accomplished a goal, just celebrate those little things. They really do make a difference. All right. I want to share something really fun. There are 7 deadly creatures that I teach when it comes to network marketing and networking, if any of you are networkers. Number 1 is the sucker. The sucker. They're the energy sucker. Have you ever been to a place or a party, a person walks in and it's like the lights dim because they suck all the energy out? Don't be one of them. People are not going to be attracted to you. This is called understanding people. I'm still on that topic, number 2. Now, the next one is the puker. This is also part of the book. The puker talks too much. They talk too much. They don't listen. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, and a lot of us kind of screw that up. We think we have 2 mouths and 1 ear. No, we don't. So remember, you guys, if anybody could chat it in, I'd love to know. What do I say about the person who talks the most? The person that talks the most will lose. They're the loser. If you talk too much, you're losing. Scare you away. Absolutely, Ashley. You'll scare them away. I know I don't want to be around anybody that's like that. The next one is the whiner. It's the chronic complainer. They will find something wrong with anything positive. They will always just find something wrong. So think twice about what you're complaining about. You know, even on my team, I have people that complain about the company or complain about this. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because the ones that complain are the ones that aren't active. Right, Lauren? So the ones that complain are the one that's active. I'll pull up their back office and I'll go, isn't that interesting? They're worrying about this when they're not even doing this, or that. So try not to do that. Also, the vulture. They have ulterior motives. The vulture, you know why. So how many of you have ever experienced sitting down with somebody, you know what their intention is? All of a sudden you say no, they get up and they walk away. Don't be that person. Not that any of you on Lauren's team is, but just be aware of that you're not the vulture, the narcissist, the person that just loves themselves. Oh, I have done this. I have been in the company. I'm making this much money. I. Do your best to not be the narcissist. The topper. How many of you guys have met the topper, the person that always has a better story than you? I have a sister like that. I hope this isn't being recorded and out in the public. But my sister I can't even finish a sentence and she's already topped it. So be aware of that. I know a one-upper. That's exactly right, Jen. A one-upper. Man, that makes me crazy. And sometimes, unconsciously, I have found myself doing that because I want to say, oh, that happened to me as well. But remember, always give things 30 seconds before you speak. It really does help. Mr. Halitosis. Don't be Mr. Halitosis, an unpleasant appearance. You know, somebody that, if you're in fitness and you just got done working out and you're going to go to an appointment, I love that you're writing all those down. And you're going to go to an appointment, at least like brush your teeth, fix your hair a little bit, but stay in your clothes because you're an Isogenics and you work out. And I don't know anybody that looks as good as Lauren when they work out. I just got to say, I got to get her secret. But, just really don't be Mr. Halitosis, and also watch your language and be professional. So there's a lot that definitely goes under Mr. Halitosis. Tinkerbell. This is my biggest pet peeve. Tinkerbell. Somebody who is on the phone while I'm with them. Something happens to me. I have an ugly twin. When I'm sitting with somebody and all of a sudden they're on their phone and I'm just talking, I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm taking my time to be with you and you're going to be on the phone. So do your best to not be Tinkerbell. There's another way you could be Tinkerbell that's adorable, but don't be on the phone when you're with somebody because you truly are not giving them the full attention they actually deserve, and you deserve because you're probably missing something important that they're saying. So that's my story on the 7 deadly creature, chocolate frosted dog crap. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. So that's a little bit about understanding people and understanding yourself as well. All right, the third one, we talked about know to when to walk away. I kind of endorse that with this one. I can't stress this enough. Don't hang on to those. Lauren, can you come on with us for a minute?
Absolutely. Totally.
Lauren, do you know exactly what I'm saying with this? How many times have you done that?
When to know when to walk away?
Yeah, when you haven't walked away when you should have.
Yeah. Do you want me to tell a story or you want to role play?
Yes, I do.
I think that the biggest thing that I always say in regards to this is that, like, if you convince someone to buy someone that's not ready, like, it's just a thorn in you that you can't get rid of. It's like an annoying splinter. Like, for us specifically with health and wellness, when people buy when they're really not ready, if you thought they were a pain to enroll, they're like a bigger pain to cleanse coach. They're the ones that get headaches, everything makes them sick, they return the products, like those types of things. And it's like, you can't say the right thing to the wrong person or the wrong thing to the right person. But sometimes if you have been, I love the vulture, like that line, or been someone who's been too aggressive and gotten them to come in, that it's frustrating because then they're not who you're expecting them to be because they weren't ready, and I think they're also the ones that put like the bad taste to other people out there. So we know, like, if you guys go on Yelp or something for reviews, more people leave bad reviews than good reviews. Like, people are so quick to complain, but they're not necessarily going out of their way to leave a good comment card or to rave about something necessarily. And when you have not walked away from those people or been that person, they're the ones that will ruin your reputation because they're going to feel that they were just a number to you, or they're going to feel like maybe you weren't that interested in them, that one person that can run around and tell all kinds of people that, you're in it for the money, or you don't really care about people, or your products are bad, or any of those things can really ruin it, than just finding the people that are ready. Like I always say, go for the no. The quicker they say no,
Yes.
you move on to the ones that are ready. And those people come back. They absolutely come back.
Yeah. Thank you, Lauren. Absolutely. I've got stories galore on how I just kept hanging on. And I was with Mary Kay Cosmetics for many, many years, 13. And I remember one particular woman, her name was Sarah, and she even told me, Brigitte, I'm just not ready. And I said, well, tell you what, why don't you just start with the $600 order? Okay, you guys, seriously. This is what I said to her. This is when I was really young. Why don't you just start with the $600 order? If you find that you can't move it, I'll buy it from you. Are you kidding me? What was I thinking? Guess what I landed up doing? I bought her product. Stuff I didn't need, Lauren. It's like, I mean, did I sell it? Yes, but was it really worth me getting the $300 bonus to buy $600 in product? You know, I mean, so I've been there, done it. But I remember when she said to me, Brigitte, I'm sorry. I should have just put my foot down. You know what I said to her? No, I'm sorry. This was an expensive lesson, and I should have listened to you. And I never did that again. But it took me a time like that to get burnt and to realize, I should have walked away. So thank you for sharing that. All right, the last thing, and then I'll be done because I promised Lauren I'd give you guys a half hour, or if you want to open questions, anything at all, I'm here for the whole time. So either way. You know, mastering objections of money and mastering time. I think those are the two objections. No matter what you do in this world, it's a sales thorn in their side. So when people talk about money and they say, because I know I've had a lot of people ask me, but Brigitte, when it comes up to money, I just stump. I just get stumped in that. All I simply say is, what are you currently spending? And I don't say this, I'm not in the health and wellness industry, but I don't say this, I'll make it sound like you. What do you spend every month on your health and wellness? What is your budget currently? If you don't mind me asking, may I ask, what is your current budget for health and wellness? If they say, let's just say $30 a month. Okay, folks, they're not going to go to 150. I can guarantee you that. They're not going to go to 150. And then I would ask them, okay, so $30 a month. Do you have any room to move on that for the issues you shared with me earlier, that you're tired, you're not sleeping all night, and you're really tired. You're tired of your clothes being too tight. You're absolutely over it. What are you currently doing in your budget for that specific problem? And if they say, well, I'm really not, say, okay, what are you spending now to attribute to that problem? What are you spending that is helping you get overweight or keeping you at the weight that you're at? So find out. If they say, well, I eat out a lot and I travel a lot, say, you know, there's things that we can do to work together. If you're open to some suggestions, there are things that you and I can do together that could still keep you in the same exact budget, but just moving your money around. But you have to be ready for it. So if money is the object, I'll accept that. But if you're not ready for it, I'll accept that as well. I just want you to know that we can move your money around, spending money, going out to eat, certain things like that. There's certain things we could look at that your budget you'll save more money by using isogenic products. So if money is truly the problem and the challenge in your mind, what you're telling me, we'll work with that if you're willing to work with that.
Brigitte, one of the things, this is perfect. I love your verbiage of, is there anywhere to move? That just kind of opens it up. Absolutely. But one of the things that we train about is, you know, instead of getting Starbucks coffee at home or eating out, you're going to have your shake. But with outside of just their food, like when we're trying to extend it, we ask questions like, where are you spending that, like where you can cut back? So for us specific, I'll say, where's something that maybe you're spending money on your exterior self, trying to mask how you feel on your interior self. Like, would you be willing to do your own nails this month, or not buy a new purse, or not get your hair done, not go tanning? I mean, all of those expenses that add up because people are trying to deal with the fact that they're unhappy in their skin.
Right.
So I'm just like chiming in a little bit that's specific to
I love it. No, I love that. And I love adding that on because you're absolutely right, Lauren. You know, so I'm going to just share something that I normally don't share. I was diagnosed with adrenal failure, stage 4, pretty serious, in March. That's why I was kind of under the radar for a while. And I remember working with my nutritionist and my naturopath. And it wasn't a cheap adventure, folks. But guess what? It ended up not breaking my bank, because guess what I didn't do, Lauren? I didn't go to Coach and buy more purses. I didn't buy the curtains I wanted for my house. There are certain things I put on the side because my health was more important to me. So I love that you say that. That's absolutely true, Lauren. And you know, I just find it interesting how people just don't want to do it. So when it comes to money, my whole object is it truly money, or is it truly that you're not ready for this yet? There's a big difference, but they correlate so close together. So I just say, can I ask a couple of questions? I hope you're not offended. I just want to find out truly where your head is. Because if it is money, it's money, it's money. But find out by asking a couple of questions. All right, the next thing is time. Time, it's interesting. People don't have, I'm going to go back to money. When people say, I get my vitamins from Walmart, Target, online, HSN, QVC, because it's cheaper. Here's what I want you to write down and remember. And we discussed this once before, but I'm going to say it again because I think it's flawless for the health and wellness industry. If I may say something to you, ma'am, let me tell you what's the most expensive thing in the world is buying products that don't work. Because let's pretend we were talking earlier, this client and I. Because just earlier you had mentioned to me you're so exhausted when you get up. You have the midday exhaustion where you wish you had a little portable bed to carry with you. You just mentioned those things to me. With all due respect, it sounds like the products you are using now are not working. And that's going to be an expense you're going to pay for in the future. So I want you to reconsider if this is really something you're saving money on. Because the most expensive mistake is buying products that aren't working for you now. And so that's all. And that really makes people think. Because if you're talking to somebody, they've already shared with you that they have the 3 o'clock low. Well, mine's a 2 o'clock low. But, you know, a 2 o'clock low, or I don't have energy when I pick up the kids from school. You know, just kind of lovingly help them realize what they're saying. And that's mastering what they're not saying. So always master what they're not, master asking questions so they'll tell you what they're not saying, but know what they're saying, if that makes sense. Because when they're saying they don't have the money, that just means they're not interested and ready now. But when you bring sense to them by asking these probing questions, they'll start saying, you know what, you're right. These products aren't working. I'm only spending $40 a month on all that. But you know what, I'd rather, and I'm like, so why don't you, look at doing something. If it's not the $150 a month, we've got products that can help you. I want you to just use products. I want you to enjoy life to the fullest that I know you have within you. So that's where you want to draw a beautiful picture. All right, master time. This was more for recruiting and a little bit, you'll probably hear a little bit. I can't imagine you do, but you possibly do. I don't have time to do all the steps for isogenics. Do you guys ever hear those? Can somebody type in yes? I don't take time right now to take my current vitamins. What's going to make me start? Yeah, okay, yes, good. Right. Here's what I like to say to that. Very simple. Well, you might be saving time now, but you're not going to save time in the future. Your body cannot run without the proper minerals and vitamins. And I don't know enough about your products. Do you have bars, things that are super easy, something they could take? I mean, I would even tell people, can you make your shake? Well, ours come in an AM and PM packet. Oh, for the love of God. That's like so easy. Okay, great. Do you still get objections if people say they come in packets? Oh, okay, good. Tone and posture, I can't swallow pills. All right, well, actually, my crazy sister, she can't swallow pills either. Yeah, so that one, that's just, now I did hear to leave it near their toothbrush. Yeah, so give them ideas. Great job, Jen. Give them ideas, keep it at their toothbrush, keep it at their bedstand, nightstand. They dissolve in water though. Oh. Okay, yeah, we need to be careful on that. So, but when it comes to time, and people say, and I think, earlier, I know that there was a couple people that told me that there's some people that have told them that they don't even take their current vitamins. Why would they start taking ours? Well, that's just telling you that's somebody that's not in the habit of doing so. Then I would just say, tell me a little bit more about that. Then they'll tell you, well, I start, I do a week, and then I land up not doing anything. And I say, well, how does it feel when you are, okay, they dissolve in water though. Can you put them in water and drink the vitamins real quick? Just curious. Or would that taste icky? They would taste horrible. I thought so. Okay. Yeah. So people are, yeah. Ew, fish oil. Oh, oh, just the thought of that is bad. Okay, never mind. So anyway, that's an objection that I think we all would agree. They just don't want to do this. They just don't want to do it. It's just that plain and simple. But a time for recruitment. Okay, this is a big one. I normally don't get into the recruitment conversation at this point, but I think we have a lot of professionals on here, and this is a really big. Please text in there if this is one for you too. I don't have time to work this business. So there's a couple things that I like to say about that. I tell people, just earlier you were mentioning that you were looking at a part-time job somewhere, and you're going to put in 4 hours a night being away from your family, just looking for a part-time job. Can I ask you, how is that? How would you like to never have to say that again? Oh, yeah, right? Exactly. So here's the thing. When people tell me that, and they tell me they need extra money, I say, what is your plan for achieving that goal for extra money? Well, I'll probably have to get another job or sell a couple of things. And then I say, what if I told you there was a way that you could work from home and literally put in 2 hours a night, just 2 hours a night, better than an hour driving to your job, better than 3 or 4 hours at a part-time job, and knowing that your kids are going to be tucked in bed without you and bath time without you? What if I told you you could put your headset on? If you have a pad of paper and a headset, you're ready to go and be in business. How would you like to see me do it? Watch me in action and see what I do. And I'll show you how to do this business. And I'm telling you, I find that more people are like, you know what? That makes more sense. And a lot of people say, well, what is it exactly that you do? And I just say, well, I work for Isogenics, and I'm a recruiter for Isogenics. And what I do is I build teams, and I work with people that and match their issue, that are stay-home mommies, or they are mommies that work all day, pick up their kids, and at night have their kids, but yet they're struggling to pay for diapers and formula. I'm a solution for that. So I am a recruiter, and I interview for Isogenics to make sure we're getting the right people on our teams. Would that possibly be you? And that's how I work around the time issue. I just bring it back to, when they have a challenge, don't elaborate on it. When they have a challenge, ask more questions about it. The one thing we want to avoid, and then I'm going to end my time and give the rest because I already went over. The one thing you want to avoid is, yeah, but in Isogenics, but yeah, well, I can show you. Yeah, well, no, you really want to ask questions. If I were to tell you and show you a way that this could work, would you be interested? So I hope this has been helpful for you guys. I threw you a lot. I was so excited about this call. I couldn't stand it. And so I threw you a lot, but I think I was laying in bed last night and I thought, what are other things that I struggle with that I could share with you that I've struggled in the past? A lot of these things I struggle with, but not as much. They still pop up because I'm human, but I've mastered overcoming them. So what I would like to do is I'm going to stay on the call. You are so welcome, everybody. Mad text because oh, my brilliance. Oh, my God. Please, you guys. So I would like to extend an offer. This is a really good offer. I don't do this. I do this because I love Lauren, and I have fallen in love with you guys. So I would like to offer 3 30-minute coaching sessions for $150. Normally, they're a lot more than that, but I believe and I want to help all of you advance in your business. I would do this for free, but that would be just not smart. But for $150, 3 sessions, 30 full minutes, undivided attention of Brigitte. and you and me and you. That's it. That's it. So I'm going to put in my cell phone number. I think that's right. Yeah. And if you are interested, when I'm off this call at 8:30, I'm going to be with my son who came over to spend the evening with us and my husband. But I just text in there what your name is and that you're interested. And I will get back with you tomorrow after 11:30. But I will definitely get back with you. And can you see it to everybody? Oh, thank you. So again, 3 30-minute sessions for $150. That's it. Normally it'd be $400. So, but I just really, and I love you guys so much. I don't want this month to end. But anyway, so anybody have any questions at all or anything you want to bring up, anything you're stuck with, and please don't be shy, because I promise you, if you say something, there's probably a third of you on this call right now that feel the same way. So if somebody wants to speak up, I'm here. Or Lauren, if you want to take over from here, let me know.
You're great. Thanks. That's a huge, generous offer, and it's been super fun. And I know the ones that were working in the small private groups that had won that in July with you have been messaging me, and I'm still encouraging them to reach out and call you. So just thank you. And I love how applicable, the skills are across the different industries. And
Absolutely.
It's so nice to hear them from someone different than me and funnier and softer. And
so is there anybody that has anything they want to say or questions? Please ask. I'm here.
It's after 10 o'clock on the East Coast, which is where a lot of these people are. So that's partially why it's like, oh my gosh, it's
bedtime. Good night, guys. Sweet dreams. But I'll stay on to the end of the call just so I can listen in, if you don't mind.
You guys are awesome. If anybody missed her number, whatever, needs it from me, it needs the email or something to reach out, please do. Brigitte, I'll get you this recording, and then I'll reach out to you too about our own coffee.
Okay. Well, then I'll let you guys go so that you can do your own little meeting.
We're done. No, this was it tonight. Our team calls on Tuesday, so this was a bonus. So we're done.
Oh, this was a bonus. Oh, all right. Okay. Well, everybody, thank you so much. Please, please, please. Take these notes and share your success with me. Text me and let me know anything exciting, because that makes my day, my week, everything. All right, you guys. Love you, East Coast. Thank you for staying up.
Bye, guys.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.